Now shifting focus to the Aadmi party, the party has now announced AAP MP Bhagwant Mann as the Punjab chief ministerial face for the party. Aadmi party supremo and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has made this big announcement today in Punjab's Mohali. Bhagwant Mann, after the announcement, has said that he has always been a people's soldier. He hopes in fact, he has hopes from his people as well. Kejriwal has said that in a survey where a telephone number was given out for people to call in, televote, pick their choice of the chief minister, 93% of them voted for Bhagwant Mann. These are the words of Arvind Kejriwal. He says he seems to be the most popular face and therefore AAP has announced Bhagwant Mann. Right after the announcement, a spree of celebrations were witnessed right there on that stage. AAP supporters, workers, family members were seen doing bhangra. Celebrations were also witnessed in Mann's hometown in Punjab's Sangrur. In fact, cutouts, posters of Bhagwant Mann also surfaced in Mohali. The announcement comes after the Aadmi party did a telephonic survey on who should be its party face for the upcoming Punjab polls. The Aadmi party there says that it received over 19 lakh responses on that phone number that was released by the party. AAP national convener Arvind Kejriwal has asked people on Thursday to pick who should be the party's chief ministerial face in Punjab ahead of assembly polls. He in fact has added that his own preference for the post is AAP MP Bhagwant Mann, who is now described as his younger brother. He often calls him his younger brother. Bhagwant Mann now to be leading the AAP in Punjab.
ਜਦੋਂ मैं कॉमेडियन सी मैं लोकां ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਲੋਕੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਚਿਹਰਾ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਹੱਸ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਐਡਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਬਦਲਾਅ ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਰਿਵਰਸ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਨ ਸਭਾ 'ਚ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ 'ਚ ਜਾਣਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਚਿਹਰਾ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਰੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬਚਾ ਲਓ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਫੱਟੇ ਗਏ जी।
आज पंजाब के लिए एक ऐतिहासिक दिन है। कई महीनों से लोग मैं जहां भी जाता था एक ही प्रश्न पूछते थे, जी दूल्हा कौन है, आम आदमी पार्टी का सीएम चेहरा कौन है। तो मैं सबको यही कहता था, सब्र रखो, सब्र का फल मीठा होता है। आपको हम ऐसा चेहरा देंगे जिस पे हर पंजाबी को गर्व होगा।
पार्टी ने ते पंजाब वासियों ने जिहड़ी जिम्मेवारी दित्ती है मेरे वीर नूं, मैं इन्नी क तुहानूं तसल्ली दिन्नी आ, इन्ना क तुहाडे नाल वादा करदी आ कि ये जिहड़ी लड़ाई अज शुरू हुई है इनू जदों जे आपां जित्तांगे तां मेरा वीर जिहड़ा पहलां भी तुहानूं 20 साल तुहाडे चेहरिਆਂ ते मुस्कान लिआउंदा रहा है, ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ भी राजनीति च पंजाब दा जे मुख मंत्री तुसीं बनाउने हो तां ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਚਿਹਰਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ मुस्कान है ਤੁਹਾਡੀ हर वर्ग दे बच्चों के बजुर्गों के नौजवानों के हर वर्ग के चेहरे ते मुस्कान जिहड़ी ये लियाऊगा।
All right, there you have it. Bhagwant Mann's family very ecstatic. They were hoping for a decision like this, and it seems like AAP has spelt it out on that stage. Let me cut across Preeti Chaudhary, who has been tracking those developments coming in from Punjab for a while now. Preeti, you could give us a perspective. Arvind Kejriwal says, "Sabr ka phal meeta hota hai." So, is this really a sweet surprise for AAP followers in Punjab? Was Bhagwant Mann really the popular face?
Well, you know, let's say it was expected. It's a wait which has been very long for Bhagwant Mann himself. In 2017, he thought he was going to be announced as the chief ministerial face. The Aam Aadmi party did not. The party also feels it paid the price of not announcing a chief ministerial face. But, you know, I just want to put it out there. He was the first one to break the news that Bhagwant Mann will be the chief ministerial face for the Aam Aadmi party on the 4th of Jan. So it's nearly 2 weeks ago we told you exactly that he's going to be the face of the Aam Aadmi party and they're going to fight the election under his name. That's what's happened. But Nabila, I'll quickly take you through what could be the pros and cons of possibly announcing Bhagwant Mann as the chief ministerial face. Number one, you know, the party looks at him as somebody who has passed the loyalty test. Why I say that is in 2014, 2017, you know, Bhagwant Mann won from his constituency of Sangrur. In 2019, a lot of other MPs, there were 4 other MPs who defected from the Aam Aadmi party. There were other MLAs as well who defected from the Aam Aadmi party when things looked bleak. The party was disintegrating. They all en masse over time have defected to the BJP, to the Shiromani Akali Dal, and some even to the Congress. So for the party They feel when things were at the worst, because after 2017 election, where the party thought it was actually going to win the election, out of 117 seats, it won just 20 seats. And then the party started to disintegrate. So the Aam Aadmi Party thinks that here was Bhagwant Mann, who was loyal, he never defected, he stood its ground, he was the party's face when things were very bleak for the Aam Aadmi Party, to give him his due, make him the chief ministerial face. So that is what worked in his favor. Second, he holds the constituency of Sangrur, which is in 2014, where there was this massive Modi wave, 2019 Modi wave. He was one of the very few MPs who did not come from the BJP and withstood that Modi wave. So in that context, works for him. Then he has a strong peasant base. Where he comes from, Sangrur is a rural constituency.
Right.
He has a strong, base where the rural vote is concerned. What's not going to work for him? Number one, Nabila, which many will suggest is, why didn't his party show the faith in him earlier? The Aam Aadmi Party's classic politics, go back to the people, you tell us what you feel, you vote in. But the fact is, it's never happened in politics. If the party believes in you, then the party should put your faith in you.
Besides, as per the constitution, the public elects its MLAs and the MLAs nominate a chief minister. So this is unprecedented for real. Was Aam Aadmi Party really not sure?
Well, clearly they were not sure. Yeah. Clearly they were not sure. And it's something which had irked Bhagwant Mann. Remember that, that rally which just about a month ago, that rally which Arvind Kejriwal did in Jalandhar, it was a show of strength for the Aam Aadmi Party. Bhagwant Mann was missing from that rally. He was getting upset that he wasn't being announced. At the same time, the Aam Aadmi Party continued to flirt with Sidhu, wanting him to come into the party. And of course, he would have been offered the chief ministership if he had made that defection, right? On the other hand, just 3 weeks ago, when the big, faction of the farm protest leaders, Kejriwal formed his own political outfit, which is going to possibly eat into the peasant vote bank of the Aam Aadmi Party, even the Shiromani Akali Dals. So when they formed that party, which sprung out of the farmers' movement, the Aam Aadmi Party was in talks with Kejriwal as well. And one of the insider detail was that they were offering him the chief minister's face, something which hadn't gone down with Bhagwant Mann well. And you could see that he was quite angry. And now finally it was give back, and you could see the emotions. Water under the bridge is water under the bridge. He's the chief ministerial face.
We saw him teary-eyed. He broke down. But the prime opposition for the AAP here, or someone who can really, the incumbent government, Congress seems to hold ground quite strong. With heavyweights like Navjot Singh Sidhu, Charanjit Singh Channi, Bhagwant Mann, what kind of clout can he possibly hold? And also now a big setback for the AAP, because none of the farmer unions who are contesting polls want to join hands with AAP either.
Well, the decision of making, Bhagwant Mann the chief ministerial face has actually stemmed from the fact that none of the farm factions, which have formed their own political party, did not want to join with the Aam Aadmi Party. It made that decision much easier to give the mantle to Bhagwant Mann. But, which you said that how is he going to match up? Let's take a quick look. How does he match up? The Congress still doesn't know whether it's Sidhu or Channi. So now the Congress will have to put their money where their mouth is, because at least right now, if you just go by basic perception on what we are picking up from ground, it seems right now, to be a bipolar contest. There's of course the Shiromani Akali Dal as well. There is the BJP Amrinder faction. There are the farm unions. So yes, there are all these factors, but it seems it's going to be a contest between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's look in 2017. 2017, out of 117 seats, Nabila, the Aam Aadmi Party thought it was going to win that election. It came down to 20 seats. That's all they won. The Congress, if I'm not wrong, 77 seats was the route that the Congress dealt to the Aam Aadmi Party. 18 seats was Shiromani Akali Dal. The Shiromani Akali Dal is right now waiting and watching, but it does seem that it's going to be a contest between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, where the farm factions who have gone political come into play. They will definitely eat into the peasant vote bank. Aam Aadmi Party, till now, its support lies in the rural belt. It hasn't made that kind of inroads in the urban belt. So the farm factions will eat into the peasant base of the Aam Aadmi Party. Also the Shiromani Akali Dal. The Shiromani Akali Dal is very strong, where the peasant base is gaining popularity right now. So all of that will happen. Amrinder, BJP combined. At best right now, what seems to suggest is they will act as vote cutters. So of the BJP, or even the of the Congress, or even the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, Preeti, you say it's a bipolar contest, but there are four significant players here. It's going to be super exciting to see Punjab polls. Thank you very much for your perspective on that.